Hello, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Alyanna Ross and I'm currently in uni studying BFA Information Design. So if you can't tell from the title, here are some apps that I like to use for school/productivity. So first things first, one app I think will be very useful, especially for college students, is called PDF Element Pro, and they're actually sponsoring this video, so thank you guys. So this is a PDF editing app available for both Mac and Windows, and it's very easy to use as you can see from its simple and minimal interface. So one thing you can use this for is editing and annotating PDF files, as previously mentioned. You can also create or convert images or various text formats into PDF files or vice versa. Like for example, you can turn an image into a PDF or a PDF and turn it into a PowerPoint or a Microsoft Word document. You can do in the free trial, but of course there will be limits to it and there will be more features in the Pro version. But my favorite feature of this app is called OCR, or Optimal Character Recognition, and this is available in the Pro version. Honestly, if I had this app in my first semester of college, it would have made my life so much easier because a lot of my profs, especially from my first semester, gives us scanned readings, meaning I can't edit or highlight on them properly from my laptop, since I don't really print out my readings anymore unless it's necessary. So this OCR and editing feature of the app helps me a lot because it converts the scanned readings into editable PDFs. So now I can highlight, edit the text straight from the app, and annotate on it with the different features that come with it. So if you guys are interested in getting this, they actually have a 40% discount for students, and the link is down below. So the second app I'll recommend to you guys is called Forest, and this is a phone application that you can use to avoid distractions coming from your phone, especially from social media. So this app helps me stay focused and at the same time help Mother Earth. It's basically a Pomodoro timer which you can set up to 2 hours, and I usually set mine between 30 to 50 minutes worth of focusing, and then I'll take a 10 to 20 minute break time. And every time you leave the app, your plant will unfortunately die, and this feature used to not work for me because honestly I used to not care if it died and I would just give up. But nowadays, I really try to discipline myself, and if I'm having a hard time doing so, I set the timer and put the phone away in a drawer so that I won't be tempted to give up. And aside from these, this app also has a lot of other features aside from the timer. So one, you can build your own cute little forest every time you finish or complete your timer. Well, you'll be able to earn a few coins, and you can save on these either to buy a new background sound while you're focusing, or a new tree design, or even better, you can also buy an actual tree. But this costs a lot of coins, so you better save up if you want to buy an actual tree. Oh, and this app also has a group study function which you can create a room and then share the code to your friends, or you can join the room they already created by putting down the code they gave you. So the next app is called Wonderlist, and this is a very simple list app for your phone and laptop, and it also has a lot of features. Like one, you can change your background or customize the layout. Two, you can compile and share lists with other friends or family. And if you're feeling a little meticulous, you can also specify each of the lists or tasks you put down in your to-do list. One is a last-minute or weekend to-do list. In here, I compile all the things I have to do first thing in the morning before I leave for school, or list down a few important reminders for the next day. Since I don't carry a planner with me 24/7, it's also very convenient to just look at your phone. And the next thing I use this app for are essentials or travel lists, because I travel a lot, at least probably once a year, and this list will really come in handy since I won't have to rethink what I have to bring every time I travel. As previously mentioned, you can also share lists with your family and friends here. So I actually share a list with my mom so that she could check up on me or remind me of the things I have to do, and if we're not together, at least she knows what I need and she could buy it for me. So the next two things I use this app for are wish lists and bucket lists. Since we're able to combine lists in one folder, I like to keep organized and have separate categories for my bucket lists for certain places, movies, shows, etc. So the fourth app I would like to recommend to you guys is called SelfControl. So this is an app available on my laptop that I like to use alongside with the Forest app on my phone. So I like to set the same amount of time for both apps, SelfControl and Forest, at the same time, so I completely don't have access to social media while studying. So unlike the Forest app on my phone, you can go to any other website or application as long as you don't blacklist it. This is completely harder than the Forest app to cheat on, because even if you uninstall the app, you cannot use the website you blacklisted, and you cannot stop the timer at all, which is a total hassle. So yeah, this is a really effective lazy-proof application for your laptops. So the next few apps I will recommend is sort of a bundle, because it's literally Google everything, which I use for almost everything for school, like emailing, note-taking, file organization, or extra space. So I think it's very important to have a bundle of apps you rely on that is available for your phone and laptop, since everything will be on there rather than having it scattered on different apps that don't even sync together. So the first Google-related app is of course Google Chrome. I like to use this rather than Safari, and I have 2 profiles logged in here. So in this normal profile, I like to use my everyday email, and this is where I watch shows, YouTube, K-pop stuff, go on social media, or do anything that's not schoolwork basically. And for my other account, I close the window for my normal profile and switch to my school profile. And I use my email that my university gave us to log in, and I like to switch to this profile when it's time to work. So all my bookmarks, history search, applications, or websites I go on here are all related to school. And this method has really helped me be more productive and learn to separate leisure time from schoolwork. So I also use Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. So these are basically counterparts of Google for Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And I use these apps for all my schoolwork, like notes, class presentations, Groupworks, etc. Even if I do have Microsoft on my MacBook, I still prefer these because 1, it's free, and 2 and 3, I can access it on both my phone and laptop, and online or offline. So just in case I don't have access to either of those on my phone or laptop, this is also a way to prevent from losing files on your laptop or phone just in case they crash, because it's all in the internet. Also really great for Groupworks, which we still have a lot of in university. So yeah guys, Groupworks will never end, and it honestly helps prevent people from being freeloaders, because everyone could contribute as long as you send them the link to the file or share it to them, and you'll be able to see the past edits and whoever has contributed or edited the paper. So the next app I recommend is Spotify, which you can use for both phone and laptop, as you guys might all know already. So when studying, I have 2 moods. I either like having shows or music in the background, or I don't. A little self-promo, but just in case it's the former, I like to use either of these playlists in my Spotify account I've curated for both bopping and studying. So the 8th app I'm recommending to you guys is called Stickies, which is a built-in sticky notes app on all MacBooks. I usually have 5 sticky notes tabs open. So for the first sticky note, I like to keep track of my deadlines here for uni, or tracking of my movies or TV shows, random to-do list, which has become more of a wish list to be honest. And the 4th one is for YouTube. The 5th sticky notes app I usually have open usually comes and goes, because whenever I have a requirement coming up like papers or ones that have long instructions, I like to put it here. I like to put the guidelines in that tab and highlight or bold the important ones so that I don't forget what I have to do. What I like about this app is that you can customize the color of the tab, the fonts, the text, so it's really fun to play around so that it makes your desktop look really pretty. So the last app I'll be recommending to you guys is called ClassUp, which is a phone app that is pretty simple and easy to use. It's basically a class schedule app, and I like to use this mainly because it has a widget option for iPhones. I'm not sure for Android, but this feature is really convenient for me, especially when it's a new semester and I still don't memorize my entire schedule. I could just open my phone and swipe to the left and there it will be. You can also save your schedule as a photo and it will perfectly fit your home screen, which a lot of us college students in the Philippines do. And the second feature that I like about it is the social feature. You can add your friends and only you and they can see your schedule. So it's a great way to know your friend's schedule just in case you want to meet up for catching up or some studying. And the last thing I like about this app is the creative freedom it gives, because it's so much fun customizing, just like the Sticky Notes app in my MacBook. Every new semester, this part, customizing, designing a new schedule, is literally what I look forward to every time. You can customize the background, lessen the transparency, change the color of the class schedules so that you can make it all look so pretty. And yep, so those are all, if not most, of the apps I use to help me with my schoolwork or be productive. So I hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. Leave in the comments section if you guys want to recommend some apps as well. And thank you again, PDF Element Pro, for sponsoring this video.